Oh, baby, we're back on a Saturday for once.
Oh, baby, it feels good to be back here.
Nice,
And
right?
a nice Saturday. I don't know about you guys, but it has been a relaxing Saturday.
Yeah, nothing to do.
Besides Pat, Pat's he looks a little hot.
I did some work.
Some work. So do we.
So do we.
So do we. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us on a beautiful.
It's like an addiction. You can't get away from it.
No, you can't. Saturday. Then if you interrupt me this intro ever again.
Hey, man, yeah, you know about this and that, yeah.
Ladies and
I'm gonna cut you off
gentlemen,
again.
don't you cut off the intro. All right. Let's get into it, boys. How we doing today?
I thought you were going to do the intro.
We are.
Oh,
We're in
nice.
it. We got to wait for one more.
Wait for more. Special guest.
Special guest, and I'll get you introduction.
If we set him up and he doesn't show up,
Oh, no, he's coming.
I'm going to beat him with the microphone.
He's coming. Okay, we're a minute in. All right, we're good. How we doing today? How was the week?
That was a nice short week. It was very rough getting into work on Wednesday.
It's been a rough week with just Kevin right back into the.
Oh, yeah.
Right back into it.
Yeah.
There's no buffer.
There's no buffer, especially for you.
Yeah.
But how nice was a 3-day work week? I don't think I've had one of those in a while, and it was tremendous.
Doesn't matter if I still work today. That counts as a 3-day work week.
I mean, we work today, but
I'm
it's
talking
not like
like
you didn't work like a full day.
Right.
Welcome back.
Oh, my God.
The world is a better place. I don't remember that song. Welcome back.
I did go
Guess who's back? Back again.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Joe
again
is back
join us here on A.
from Japan.
We're not gonna get copyright infringement. We're gonna get Eminem asking us not to ever play. We're gonna sing again.
Joe is back. Joe is back. Joe is back. Joe is back.
I'm pretty sure we've done that like 10 times.
We did.
What's up, Joe?
What's going on, guys?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on a Saturday. It's not a night, but it's an afternoon. But it is a pregame. Pat's got Dave Matthews. We potentially have Al Chevelle. It's going to be a good one. I got here.
Oh, baby.
I got my man on the right here, running the ones and the twos. Chris McGraw looking good with the backwards hat. We got Pat, Dave Matthews, Fluffer. And we got Joe, the international traveler, back from Japan, here to inspire us
Hello.
to do some traveling. Let's go, boys. Jose?
What's going on? Did I just
Good to
get
see
it as you guys were
Oh, yeah, we're like 2 minutes in, so don't worry.
Peter's doing his really long intro.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everybody
Came in
loves
at
a
the
good
right
lunch.
time, then.
Oh, yeah, you did. Are we gonna,
How you boys been?
Oh, terrific.
we're doing tremendous
Thank you,
now.
sir, by the way.
Tremendous. Joe,
We're living the dream.
I heard Chicago got some rain while I was gone.
A lot of it, yes.
It
Just a
made
bit.
world news.
Oh,
I
did it
definitely-
really?
I
What?
definitely saw it come up in Japan. Yeah.
you know what's funny?
We make world news everywhere, Joseph.
Yeah, if it's not shootings, it's floods. But you know what's kind of funny?
That and the NASCAR was getting rained, and then there was a huge accident, and they're like, hey, it doesn't matter what the situation is. There's always a traffic jam on Lake.
Dude, okay, well, that's a great topic I have for the week. I don't know if you guys, did anybody watch the highlights?
No.
What?
I'm sorry, the NASCAR highlights?
I watched like 10 minutes of it.
I watched like a 12-minute highlight.
I watched the last 10 minutes of it.
It was awesome. Like, the highlights were awesome.
How were you? I'm assuming did you guys avoid downtown or
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we got anywhere near downtown.
Yeah, we were
It
like
didn't
we
affect
were-
your lives
I mean,
at all.
Pat probably came the closest on Saturday.
That was in River North.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, but yeah, getting down was a nightmare. But I don't know if that was because the 90s are messed up, anyways. But we went north to Carroll's after that, so we didn't go anywhere there.
But so we just really quick. I watched the 12-minute highlight of Sunday, and it looked awesome. Like, Chicago did a great job. I know it was wet, but it made it even that much more interesting because they were slipping and sliding like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Every turn, there was a potential to run into the.
I don't think the drivers like that so much.
Oh.
That was intense. Yeah, it seemed like it
Do you
was a
think-
very
who-
intense.
Did they have-
situation.
But that makes the. I'm talking about the spectator pad.
Did they
I don't give
have
a shit
the
that these
usual
million-dollar
drainage
drivers-
problems that the city normally
No,
has?
but they're, like Joe said, I think it was 5 laps to go. Huge pile up, and the guy, the announcer had it perfectly. He's like, well, or no, the WGN guy was like, well, it's always going to be a traffic jam on Lakeshore Drive at some point, and because guys like it's really tight quarters too. So
Yeah.
these,
It looked like it honestly looked like Formula One level, like
Racing?
almost like Milan or
Oh,
something.
wow.
Or
It was
Monaco?
not-
Monaco. That's where they raced.
when you
there.
think about NASCAR, you think about the big circle.
Yes.
This felt like almost like GTA.
Yeah, it's a street course.
Yeah. Yeah, like where you're like you have to make those tight drifts.
They've
and-
done other races like this where it's like not a straight circle, where it's more of like a road course.
Yeah,
That's the thing in NASCAR.
I think they do a few of them. They don't. I mean, I'm not a NASCAR expert. They do.
I
I think they do a few of them here and there. That's not like a regular.
I wonder what the reception of it was.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, I'm not getting back into that.
Oof.
That brings back bad memories right now.
So Joseph, we haven't discussed, but this is the beer that Chris and I.
You can see it on the can.
Oh my God! Is this what you drank in the beer mile?
This
This is
what
where
we're
we had to
drinking
chug for four times.
By the way,
beers.
congratulations!
Thank you,
gentlemen.
boys. Thank you.
Putting
Thank
up
you.
some competitively great times.
It was a good
My
time, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodness.
So check out our shorts because our shorts are doing tremendous, Pat. 6 new subscribers this week. Thank you for those new subscribers checking out the podcast.
Incredible.
I don't think I would have finished half of a quarter mile if I had to chug this.
You had to do
4 of these
4 of them
in a mile.
Yeah, buddy.
So first mile, easy peasy, and that's
the first like quarter mile is like the easiest part. You get up there, you chug a beer, and then you go.
Me and Chris, first 2 out of the gate, chug the beers, out, done, gone.
And last by halfway through the first lap, by the way.
So does it count the time you're chugging?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
First beer chug, go. So and then then after we chugged beer, 9 guys took me, or 7 guys took over the first spot for me, and then Chris ended up in last.
They were talking mad garbage about me when I was coming in from the first lap, and then I finished in 10th. I showed them what was up.
How many people raced total?
In our heat, like the first heat, they had like 50 people, I think.
Yeah.
In our heat, maybe about like 20 to 30.
Oh, and then was your position in
Just the heat?
Just the heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I finished
Yeah.
10th in my heat. Peter finished 2nd in his heat.
And then, but overall, I was
Peter was like 13th or 14th in our age group, and I was like 33.
So there was a significant amount of people that
Oh, dude.
participated
Yes.
Dude,
in this.
if you go watch, Brian sent the clip, sent the video out. If you go watch it, it's pretty. It's
can
pretty
watch
crazy.
it.
I thought that was another state. I didn't realize
No.
there was that many. I didn't make it through the whole thing.
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
had, like shit internet when in Japan.
Yeah.
I got it.
You should have just watched the one where
Oh,
if you
Yeah,
click
just
on
watch
his
the
link,
one guy who races, the winner.
yeah, that was
I did see that.
that guy was nuts. He literally just come up, chug a beer, run the lap in like a minute 30, pop it, gone in like 15 seconds with the beer.
Unreal.
He only.
So you do,
Yeah.
are you doing a lap to this? You chug a beer and you do a lap to the same spot where you get another
Yeah,
beer?
and then you get another beer.
Yep.
These
So-
guys got
So
to
it's not
choose
like
their
a straight
beer.
line, it's like a circle.
It was on
Yeah.
a proper track.
Yeah, absolutely. Proper track. And so I came out, finished. Then the second mile, fucking chugged the beer. The dude ahead of me, he had a brother who ran in the first heat, and his brother could not drink beer worth of anything. He was killing on the run, but couldn't drink. And I was praying. I'm like, come on, bro, just have one hiccup on the non-alcoholic beers.
Not
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah,
but
just,
choke in
maybe
the
just
race
puke
overall.
once for
Why
me.
the non-alcohol? These are alcohol.
Yes, these were
These were
alcoholic.
alcoholic.
He was 18 years old.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
They don't condone underage drinking.
No,
Nope.
he had to be non-alcoholic. But so on the second run, I chugged the first one, no problem. Second one, chugged it is just as quick. But then coming up on the half of that quarter, I was like, whoop, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to. So and then Lauren is screaming, or Lauren texts me, don't get greedy, because she saw how fast I was chugging these beers, and so I got to the quarter of that.
So you're literally seeing this as you're racing.
Oh yeah, it
That's
came up on my
awesome.
watch, and it's like, don't get greedy. And I'm like, all right. So the third one, I took a little bit more time on the beer, and every time I caught up to the guy chugging the beers. So we would leave the quarter mile at the same time, and then he would just tattoo my butt because he could just run. And but he did puke at the end, so I consider myself the number one in that heat.
That means I move up to number 9.
No,
He gets disqualified.
You threw up non-alcoholic beer?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of liquid.
There was a
The
ton of
liquid
people in the
alone,
the
then
first
you
race,
add
it
the
was
carbon
crazy.
and
Yeah.
the
How many
fact
people-
that
Maybe
it's-
Oh.
maybe ran a little harder than paint.
Yeah, no, 100%. So here's the thing. So the first heat, like Chris said, some old guy was like, how many people do you think it's going to puke on this one? And some guy set the over under at 2. He could have had a better shot at saying over under on how many people don't puke. 48 of the 50 probably puked.
Really?
They were, the first heat was where me and Peter should have been. Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the second heat we were competitive. We were at least competitive in. We were probably in the right one, but we would have probably been better off starting the first one as it's our first time.
Yeah. But we had a great time.
Did they separate it by like
Times.
race times?
So you estimated what you thought your time was. I mean, Chris thought when we practiced, we were about, he was 10, I was 8. So we kind of, and we also wanted to be in the same heat together.
Gotcha.
So we just picked the same time. Like we kind of picked the same time, and we did 9 minutes. So that was the second heat.
That's
and
awesome.
then we would have won the first heat. We'd have killed the first.
Peter
heat.
would have finished first in the first heat, and
Yeah.
then I would have finished like 4th.
So that would have been great. But and then then we'll end on this. This is the beer. So it's tough. It's not an easy chug. It's not. The other thing is with the guys who actually did the full marathon.
Like a light beer is kind of hoppy.
Yeah. The guys the championship race, they get to bring their own. They get to bring glass bottles. They get to bring their own beer.
Yeah, that was a
Is it
disappointment.
easy to chug out of a glass?
Wait. How do you
Yeah.
get to champion level race?
You gotta send in a video showing that you can run under 5 minutes and 30 seconds a beer mile.
Oh, so these
Isn't
are
it,
like
isn't it hard? To me, it's harder
gotcha.
to chug out of a bottle.
I don't think it is. I
No,
think
no.
it's
What
easier.
it is? Do you ever see
Spin
the?
it,
Yeah.
And then
Yep, that's
create
what it
like
is.
a vortex.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
Yeah. Well, if you watch that race, like just watch the last minute, dude, literally down to beer in 2
Is it
seconds.
like Das Boot where you turn the boot?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's
Almost.
pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what else was crazy is me and Peter, I believe, were the only two people that ran with headphones on.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I don't know if they were playing music while they were running. I know the guy was commentating the first race, but like nobody had headphones on, and I couldn't imagine running without headphones on.
They don't want to puke.
I
Maybe they don't want to puke
guess-
on their headphones.
I guess
Carrying the phone
only
was kind of
given
weird.
how
Carrying the phone was kind of weird, and trying to chug a beer at the same
Yeah.
time, but that wasn't an issue. I
How
don't
do
think.
you normally do your phone? Do you normally carry it in your hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
true.
why it wasn't too big of an
You
issue.
don't got the strap thing?
Given that it's just a mile and the whole thing is done as quickly as it is, that's why I see most
Yeah.
people not wearing
I
I
can
can
headphones.
look
see that, but
I'm more
yeah.
surprised that you guys did wear headphones.
Oh yeah.
I gotta wear. You gotta have
They gotta
something.
give them the
play.
zone.
You gotta play Pump It Up over
Yeah,
and
yeah.
over.
Yes, so
Oh,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
you
you
know
can really just
about
have
it? Peter's gonna drink this
play
beer
it
quick.
twice, 2.5 times, and you're done with the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Play Real American for 4th of July weekend. Hulk Hogan's theme.
This is a very musical podcast this time. And then
those golden pipes with them.
yes, and then the last again the championship race. The guy the world record is 4:28, and he
That's a good
Oh, I
mile.
thought it was like
Isn't that-
4:30.
That's a pretty good mile without drinking beer, isn't it?
was an insane mile without
It's
drinking beer.
428. I thought it was
Oh, it's
430.
Because he
Unreal.
finished in 4:29.
No, he finished way like 3 or 4 seconds behind. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is 428, but he finished over 430.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it was
he
4:29.
was coming up on like.
I'll
4.
have to look at that again.
You
But
could
he
be-
he was going for the world record with one. He lost his shoe coming around on the third quarter.
I thought he lost it somewhere on like the last lap.
No, it was before the last lap. But he ran the last lap without a shoe.
Yeah.
I would have taken my both off because it's been so awkward to like 1 foot higher than the other.
But the problem is he didn't want to waste any time taking that other shoe off.
Take it off, baby.
That wastes time, Patrick.
That's terrible. I mean, the first shoe shouldn't have come off in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
Don't learn to
You
get
wanna
tight.
keep- yeah.
tight.
Silliness. But awesome time.
You know what the other good thing was is in that championship race, the fourth guy to come out of the gate fell down.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
But and there was also it's funny. So we're running this track and like within like the first like 30 yards there's puke and I had to hop it every time.
Yeah,
I had
there
to
was
hop
puke
it
all
'cause
over
People
the
don't
place.
have to puke off the run
No,
off the track?
fucking
No,
piece
they
of shit.
puked all over the track.
Oh, the best was the first heat. There's this girl. She's got to be maybe 20 or 22 years old. She's chugging beers. She's the slowest motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life. She's living it up, having a good time. But she's the last one. She has like 3 minutes before they call that heat to do this, and she comes up and you could tell she's like, I don't want to do another beer. The crowd is cheering. All the crowd is cheering. Let's go! Woo!
So some people ran 2 miles.
No, just 1 mile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She just sucked.
She's just very slow.
Oh, she was just already coming up. Okay.
Yeah, this is the last mile. I'm sorry.
see what you're saying.
She's got the
Sorry,
last
sorry.
beer, last quarter.
Peter's already in the parking lot when this girl's finished.
Sorry, this is like lap.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's 4 laps, right?
4 laps.
4 laps,
Four
yep,
laps,
yep.
yeah. So she's on her last lap, last beer, grabs a beer. You could tell she doesn't want to, but the crowd is cheering. She takes it. Takes big chug. 2 seconds later, she looks at the crowd and she's like,
Head in the garbage can.
puts her head straight into the garbage can. And I'm not talking like a little puke, like whoosh, like puke.
Anything.
Projectile.
Oh,
Everything and
insane.
anything she had in her system gone.
Picks up, tries it a little sip again, whoosh, right back in.
Still-
Finishes the quarter mile.
Still finishes the race.
Comes around, gets the crowd is the whole quarter mile. The crowd is cheering for her, and she's just living it up. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
The
a
other
blast.
one was the guy who was in our heat who was telling me and Peter about his breakfast that morning. Oh my God.
He had chicken tenders,
Eggs?
waffles, eggs.
Only one crazy stuff is she eats raw
Somebody
eggs
ran in a
and-
Speedo in our group too.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it was a denim Speedo, not just a regular Speedo. A
Whoa.
denim
I
Speedo.
didn't know that was denim Speedos.
I didn't know they existed either,
What a
Pat.
hero.
I think we got our
Seems like an odd-
costume for Pat's bachelor party.
Seems like an odd mixture.
I was like, I don't think so. Ted's like, I come back from Japan. I ain't playing around, baby.
Denim Speedos are the norm over there in Japan.
Didn't see anyone in any denim Speedos. I'll tell you
Okay.
that much.
How is going full naked into the springs?
Interesting.
I've been nervous for you all week.
Interesting. Definitely much more comfortable naked now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Could
Well, I
be.
mean, I'm not just gonna like do it willingly.
He's gonna whip it out.
He's
right
not
in
gonna
front of
Bobby
you,
Lee you and just show you his penis at all times.
Yeah,
Just making sure,
definitely,
just making sure.
definitely following the rules and laws of everywhere. Not just gonna start whipping it out. Don't have to worry, Pat. You're okay.
I was concerned.
Dave Matthews did it. Then it would be real cool. But I digress.
I'm not sure the correlation there.
I'm thinking I get the correlation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know.
He only
it,
shits on
whatever.
people, right?
He likes it. Yeah.
So, it was after like I tried to do it in every city, like each one to do like a new hot spring.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And that it was fun. It was also just like we're doing so much walking. It was a great thing. It's just like getting into a jacuzzi.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
But it's like, it's still water. It's like yeah.
Did you see any sumo matches?
I did not see any sumo matches. We did look it up though, and man, this is not a slight. I loved the trip. The trip was amazing. But, man, culturally and rule-wise, and I give credit to anyone who's ever moved to a country and picked up and learned the language not knowing it. It was just so different.
Yeah, it was tough to kind of...
It was a whirlwind because we landed in Tokyo. So we went Tokyo. I got to remember this now. Tokyo, Nagoya, Kyoto, Osaka, Okinawa. So we kind of bounced around through, and the way we progressed it is Tokyo was the craziest and most intense, and then
not to cut you off, but meaning like what do you mean? Like just with the amount of people, or like
the speed at which everybody's moving. It's like a major downtown.
Okay,
it's a major city. I think we looked it up. It's one of the largest cities in the world. Like I think it's bigger than Chicago, but. Is there like
there's a pigeon going right now.
I was like, what the fuck?
Cuckoo.
They like to torment my cats.
Yeah.
Seriously, they'll be in the skylight.
And they're like,
they'll be
please.
top of the skylight, like looking at them. The cats are going nuts upstairs. It's funny.
Interesting. People walking, it's just different. It's not even like different side. It's just they move different. It's almost like, you ever see those videos of people in India and they're just coming from all the directions, and you're like, how does no one crash? Oh, dude, it was wild. Like just walking through crowds there, people just move different.
And they don't like. I've heard that they don't. They're not. They don't care. They're going. They're going.
That's it. They're going. I don't know how many people. I'm like, if I bumped into you, you'd fall over. Like why?
Yeah. Why are you doing this?
There's no. It's just like a different. They're polite, like very polite.
Yep.
But it's just a different way of doing things. And then as we got like slower, which less people, less intense, more remote areas, the level of English went down. So the intensity of people and the volume of people went down, but the level of the level of only Japanese went up. So it's like this weird inverse or like opposites on each end of the trip, and it just got more beautiful and more remote. So Tokyo, most intense, just craziness. And then, Kyoto was stylish. So everybody has a bag. Not a single. You will never see anyone walking
without a bag.
Just like shirt and pants. Never.
Huh?
I mean, anyone.
Did you ask him what's in the
children?
Oh,
adults,
children.
Men,
Really?
women, businessmen, dudes. Just like going.
It could
to
be an
bars.
empty bag. They gotta have a bag.
Everybody has a bag.
The homeless people have a bag.
No trash cans anywhere. I don't know where these people toss trash.
Oh, I hate that.
I mean,
hate
not
that.
a single place. Even some stores.
Maybe that's what
didn't
the bag's
have.
for.
What's that?
Maybe that's what the bag's for. You put your trash in the bag.
Maybe.
Could be. Yeah.
Could
That's
be.
a good call.
A lot of bathrooms don't have paper towels, so everybody carries a washcloth on them.
Really?
Everybody carries a washcloth.
That's so
Interesting.
They either use it to dry their hands or like dab themselves with, like if they get sweaty. They also don't sweat nearly as much. Like you cannot get normal deodorant.
You see Joe and they're like, what is this guy?
Oh, dude, it was like, I'm not
Well,
joking.
just imagine Joe's height.
It was like,
there. It's got to be.
that
it's
was
got to be a
also
joke.
definitely hit my head a couple times on the train. We got into those sardine level, like packed where they push people onto the train.
God.
Oh no.
And only one time was there a guy taller than me. There was a guy about your height, but just so much. Like there may be people that are tall, but they're not nearly as wide. Like seeing a fat person there was rare.
Impossible. Yeah.
Very rare, and most times it was like someone you could tell that was traveling.
How did you get around the non-English stuff?
So Tokyo
I was thinking so, yeah.
Tokyo was good. A lot of them, most people spoke either basic English or broken English. Like the last place we were at, I was at a resort. It wasn't until the second day Sarah pointed it out. She goes, "We're the only white people like at this hotel."
Wow.
And it wasn't like a thing that I recognized until we left on a Friday, and that's when people came in. We were there during the week, and it was only other Japanese people, maybe some Thai people.
Yeah.
And then Friday, I remember I saw one white family, and that's when it like kind of popped. I was like, oh wow, really nothing. And a lot of you would call room service, and not a single you'd say, they'd be saying, they have this whole intro in Japanese that I didn't understand, and then I'd be like, sorry, hello, and they're like, one moment, and then they would pass the phone to someone else. So it was like even and the food. I lost 14 pounds on this trip.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
I left. I was eating quite healthily before I left. Left at 2:34. Came back at 2:20.
I'm not gonna lie. I was really gonna say, were you working out there or what? Because you look svelte.
I did.
Very svelte.
Only the second day did I, the second day we were there. We landed midday the first day, like 3-4 o'clock. Adjusting to the time there, no problem, because it was like with the flight and stuff, got a good night's rest, and then you were just up in the morning, good to go. So I went to the gym and I hit the row machine. No gym had weights. The last place I was at, you couldn't even use your own shoes, and they supplied Nike shoes.
Wow.
Like, it was so weird. It was just things were just. It was.
Do they have a reason why
in
you
the
use
mic,
your own
please?
shoes?
To the mic, my friend.
So
Deeper.
the entrance to the pool, the entrance to the onsen, which is like the.
Did you get to use your own bathing suit at least? They supply that too for you.
Yes, but for the onsen, they were like, yeah, you got to go in completely naked. Couldn't show tattoos, so Sarah had to cover hers up.
How did she cover them up with what?
Couldn't talk in there. Band-Aids. None of her tattoos are bigger than.
So if you had like a full sleeve, you would have a shit ton of Band-Aids in your arm?
You're not going in. They won't let you in.
Okay.
It's like literally if your tattoo sticker was like 2 inches by 2 inches, that was about the size you got. It was in meters or centimeters or something like that, but it was something small. And anything bigger, you couldn't even go in.
Very culturally different, huh?
It is, yeah. A lot of it, I guess, ties to mafia and yakuza. Those were tattoos, and now it's more culturally normal, is my understanding. But they're still very
strict.
Very strict.
Did you see anybody that had just American words tattooed on them?
No. But I did see some interestingly written English that was either like very incorrect or just weird. And then I just remember the last place we were at, they had one of the most well-written English signs about how their washer head works, because it had two settings, and one was like this jet pressure and this other was this mist, and they broke down I'm not even joking, it went down, I have a picture of it, it broke down the science. It's like the mist comes in granular form, allowing the temperature to drop severely because the surface area is reduced. So if you want to, and I was like, this is the most well-written English thing I read the entire time I'm here. I mean, other things were like missing letters. You'd have like, it was just, you'd got your prototypical, like what I imagine other people here reading, Japanese and Chinese tattoos are just like, that means something different. That's weird.
This means Joe.
So
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
So did you lose 14 pounds just because there was just not a lot for you to eat there? Or is it just small portions?
Okay, smaller portions, way smaller portions, lots of walking, and a lot of it was like, it wasn't meat heavy. My diet was not meat heavy for two reasons. One, a lot of the restaurants didn't really focus on meat that much. And then two, a lot of restaurants were like very specific in whatever they were. So it was either your sushi place, your udon place, your ramen place, your sobu or something noodle.
Soba.
Yeah, noodle place. You want to get Wagyu beef or, Kobe beef, it's only meat. Like, to get more than like 2 or 3 different things in a menu
options, really? Wow.
was
So this
very
isn't
hard.
like a normal American restaurant where you get like
70,
different.
yeah.
You couldn't. Yeah, there was no spread. If
So
there was
there
a
was no
barbecue
Cheesecake Factory at
place,
this place.
it was a barbecue place. Yeah, that was another thing. Dairy is not normal there, so a lot of like treats and candies and ice cream is like milk flavored or cheese flavored, and you're like, this is just weird. Like it's just so different.
Just make some
there.
cheese.
Well, they don't have cows.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It wasn't.
Well,
it wasn't.
dumb question.
We
I
can
mean,
import it.
now they have
Hey,
cows.
we can
but
import it, baby.
They don't have Kraft singles, is what you're saying.
They don't have the
Yeah.
pasteurized cheese product.
What was the best thing you ate?
I did have Wagyu and Kobe beef.
Oh, nice.
So I did do that, and that was. I can see why everybody's like.
Joe
it
gets
is-
Joe
it's-
gets 10 days in. He's had rice, fish, and udon and noodles all day. He's like, I can really go for some steak and potatoes here.
Oh, 100%.
Do they have
I was
potatoes?
like- I was like, you guys got that meat and potatoes? Got the meat and potatoes? Oh, yeah, 100%. And so we were in Osaka, and Sarah found a Wagyu place. She's like, you need steak. Let's go. And so we went there, and I had...
Joe, you're looking a little pale here. We need to get you some steak.
It's
Oh,
my
man.
You're
baby.
withering
Yeah.
away over here, Joe. We need to get a whole
Yeah.
beat on you.
My stomach definitely shrank from either from just like the
Oh, he's
lack
about
of
to-
eating, because you'd have breakfast or
Oh, this
and
poor
dinner
man.
If we
or
go to
lunch and
Asheville,
dinner.
Joe's literally going to be like, I want four
Well,
burgers.
That's just it. So yesterday we came home, and it was like we're getting some American food,
Some
whatever
messed
it's
up,
gonna
yeah.
be, and so we got pizza, and we got
Okay.
pizza from this place. It was like almost like
Detroit? No.
not Detroit. It was
Pan-
Napoleon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan.
Thank you.
Yep.
The thin pizza.
I got like in 2 or 3 slices in, and I was like, I'm full. Like my stomach has shrunk. Just
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the portions are.
Give it time,
even,
Joe. Give it time, Joe. We don't
I
worry.
remember getting a steak, and I was like, yes, and it was like this much meat, and I was like,
No.
no.
Take
Like-
this back and give me the whole entire cow.
The last place we stayed had a buffet.
Is this a taster?
You would go to get steak, and
Yeah.
I'm not joking. You'd get portions about 3 inches wide, and it was like 4 cuts of a steak that you would just buy whole here.
Yeah.
Joe's like, hit me again.
You'd get like a New York strip, and they'd give you
Yeah.
a third of it.
A strip.
Yeah.
A strip.
And then they put it like 3 or 4 pieces on a plate, and that was it. So I'd go up there and get like 2 or 3 of them, and I just looked like a crazy dude.
Yeah.
But I was like, you don't understand. This isn't even a full portion in America. I'm a wither away here. I
gonna die.
need some sustenance.
I wonder
man.
how these people coming from Japan
How
come
these
here.
sumo
and
guys?
they-
How these sumo's gonna get so fat? Get another eat this
it's no
stuff.
wonder. I mean, they just don't have the caloric intake, or the
Yeah.
density of it, or the heaviness of it is different too. Like
no wonder they live to
rice
about like
and
105.
Fish, yeah, it's a different lifestyle there. I bought some, so I did buy some candy and I bought some liquor, but I had to ship it
makes
because
sense.
Oh, yeah.
of
Damn it, that's what I wanted to do.
international
I'm an
travel.
idiot. I was gonna, but I wasn't sure that you were gonna be on this podcast, so I give myself a little bit of a break. But I wanted to have Japanese beer here for you to make you feel like you're at home.
Sapporo,
I didn't have
number
Japanese
one.
beer. There was
The three-
Japanese Monster, but I couldn't. I had only seen it after I bought the stuff to ship back.
That's okay.
Um,
I'll get over to Japan and try
Coke
Japanese
was
Chris
Monster.
wants you to get it. Chris wants you
Coke
to go
was
back.
different. Sprite
Yeah.
was different.
How was Denny's?
I did not eat at Denny's, but I did see it. And then Wendy's was like Wendy's, and then their caption was first restaurant. Every single Wendy's had this. I saw like 4 or 5 Wendy's throughout my travels, and it was Wendy's.
You didn't stop in
first
for the Nug Nation?
restaurant. And it was just interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't stop in
Not
there.
wasting this time there.
No.
Come on now. You don't go to Wendy's here.
A little bit of
Yeah,
home.
let's
A little
go.
bit of home.
Yeah,
Because
let's
it's
go.
the Nug
At one-
Nation.
At
The
one
Nug
point,
Nation.
Sarah goes, I just want some like American type food. Like even she was thriving. She's like, I could go for some pizza. I was like, we're not going to go to Japan and get pizza. And then we went to a place and she got pizza. They had pizza on the menu, but it had pizza. It was cheese and seaweed. And she's like, the crust isn't even good. I was like, you fucked up, dude. Like I told you it's not going to be good. Why would you?
I mean,
do that
that's
to
like.
yourself? Why would you even
yeah.
tease yourself with the thought that I'm going to get? It's not going to be the same.
Sure. That's like going to Ireland and asking for like some good Chinese food. You know, like,
Yeah,
this is not
it's
gonna
just,
go well.
it's just yeah.
Fair enough.
enough,
That's-
fair.
That sounds like a hell of a honeymoon. That's awesome.
But it was awesome. We thought we'd go to all these temples, and we went to 1 or 2, and we're like, all right, we saw them all.
Did you win? Did you win in go kart? Mario go kart?
No.
Did you red sheller?
The go-kart
Blue
got
sheller in first?
fucked.
Oh,
the
no.
go-kart got fucked. You need to get an international license. It's
To
like a
drive?
whole
Oh,
thing. It
you
was like
got
a
it.
whole thing. So we didn't do that. That was supposed to be day 1. First 2 days were rough.
That-
we had
that
some
sounds
stuff
like a bummer,
planned,
yeah.
and they both got canceled because of very like Japanese rules or laws that we were not
Aware of.
aware
Aware
of.
of.
And so you had to do something different. You couldn't eat any. I mean, they were like, nobody eats on the street there. They have vending machines everywhere, by the way. They have vending machines everywhere that have beer, cigarettes. Only a couple places I saw had cigarette vending machines. But you could just buy it there, and drinking's not really a thing. I thought I'd be getting drunk everywhere, but it was so fucking hot the entire time. It was like Florida weather in July.
Wow,
it
really?
was 90 degrees
humid.
most days.
Very humid.
And so humid. Yeah. It was just like,
I
I
would
don't
not have
understand how
guessed
these
that.
people don't sweat more.
I got a text from Joe Wednesday morning. I just got into my desk, and Joe texts me. He's having a good time in Japan. Like, he's a little feeling it. And I was like, if I could only, I wonder how long a flight. Just leave here, go to O'Hare, get out there.
Chris said a similar thing
Yeah.
at one point. So there was one night that I got absolutely trashed. It was in Kyoto, and we started with.
Sake bombs.
That's exactly what I did.
Nice.
Sake bombs and a karaoke place. We tried to go to
There
a
we
jazz
go.
bar. We opened the door.
Did you pump it up in the karaoke?
No. So we went into this. I was like, "Oh, a jazz bar! This is awesome."
That'd be
We're in
great, yeah.
Kyoto, which is kind of like this in this cooler like city area, and everything. Even the blocks are different. There's so many like little side roads that you're like, I don't know how. And everything's 5 stories tall, and each floor is a different place. So you look on Google Maps, and you're just flooded with tons of stuff here. It's so hard to filter where
What you
to
actually
go
want,
and
yeah.
what to see. So we find this bar. We walk in. It's like 10 o'clock. Open the door. Nothing but boxes. It looks closed. We're like, what the hell's going on? So farther down this alley, there's a bar, and we're like, let's just get a bar, a drink here. It's called Mama something.
Mamma
Walk
mia.
in, it's a karaoke bar. And we're like, shit, well, we got to get a
Jackpot.
beer or two. So Sarah gets her beer. They're like, you want some sake? And I was like, well,
Jackpot.
I'm
Sake
in
it to
Japan.
me, baby.
This is a karaoke bar. Yeah, let's do it. I'm like 6 sakes in. Sarah's 4 beers in. We're singing with 2 Australian dudes. This Japanese rock star dude, he's like some sort of singer, rock band guy. I don't know. He was jamming out. My first song with Bon Jovi, a real fucking killer.
Oh, real banger.
Let me just say, this got the people going.
Pat
Oh my
Pat
Joe
would
bringing the heat.
It was
have
like
walked out of the bar.
Oh, I picked like 2 songs.
Depends how many sakes
and
I had.
both
Chris.
were just bangers. And then this other guy was singing his songs, and I was like, "Dude, this guy has a voice." And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm a rock star. Like, here's my Instagram. I'm with these dudes." It was like unreal. And then
So I was like, yeah, here's my Instagram. I'm with nobody.
yeah, I
Well, he
was
showed him. I got a podcast.
like, here's
Very popular podcast in the
Very
United States.
in the United States.
Super,
Like,
super popular.
Super popular. That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
How many karaoke songs did you do?
Oh, we probably did like a good baker's dozen, and then it was like 1 o'clock, and we went to another bar, met a dude from Toronto.
Oh, nice.
He was
Meet
the
a lot of dudes. I
bartender.
like it.
He was the bartender, and then we met a couple young people, and we were drinking with them because this bar only had like 6 people, and it was me and Sarah, and then these other people that were also from America, and we got drunk with them, and then we drank till like 4:30 in the morning, and then of course somehow ended up McDonald's.
Oh, Nug Nation, baby. Nug
And,
Nation.
yeah, I got a Big Mac, some nuggets, some French fries.
Knew it.
And I'll be 100% honest. At this point, we're at this thing called a Ryokan, which is this like 100-year-old building that it's like a hotel that they've kept in complete shape since 100 years ago.
Nice.
And when you come up to this place, they take your key when you leave, and then you come back, you ring the bell. There's literally a bell that you come out and you. He comes out, collects your shoes, gives you your key. It's now 4:30 in the morning.
Oh boy.
Oh,
and
it's
I'm
closed.
coming in. Bradading, 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 bradading.
Oh, Mr. Toaster.
Finally lets me in. Lets me and Sarah in. Takes my shoes. Sarah's like, you can go fuck yourself. I'm taking my shoes. I'm not doing this shit. Walks in. I mean, she's not wearing them. She's respectful.
Yep.
But like most people.
I'm not giving you my shoes.
Most people are doing this. They just take their shoes and they're like, no, thank you. I'd like to hold on to my shoes. But I'm like, no, these are the rules. I have
Joe's
to take
like,
my
take 'em.
shoes.
You don't want to smell these, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man. Especially
That
after
guy's
days
probably,
of
like,
walking.
thrilled
I
that Joe
felt
gave him the
bad.
shoes.
Yeah.
They were so
Oof.
nice, though. But
I don't know
yeah.
what that
And then
was.
I remember the next
Terrible
morning
smell.
just waking up and I was like, how did we get here? And so Sarah had to kind of retell me the night because those sakes really.
She's like,
ended
Joe,
up fucking
last
me up.
Well, I
night
did you a
we
number.
let the
Yeah.
liquor talk.
This is the second
Did
week in a
some-
row Pat is saying
Did
that
some
song, by
shots
the
with
way.
some people. I was like, was I respectful to the whole hotel person? And she's like, oh yeah, you were great. And I was like, I need.
Except for that time when you walked naked through the lobby, but other than that,
I
it was
need
great.
Tylenol and liquid IV. So
Oh yeah.
that's what I did.
Don't have ibuprofen. They only get some
Yeah.
Tylenol out there.
Well, whatever it was, it was whatever Sarah had. She probably had ibuprofen. She probably had Advil. She probably had both. I don't know.
I had all 4 of them.
Did you guys do anything special for the 4th at all, or did you do anything?
No,
type of-
nothing.
You walked around as American flag going, America, baby!
No, nothing.
We whooped yo. We the winners.
2 times.
Dropping
Yeah.
bombs everywhere around here.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me.
No, there was nothing like really American to do.
Can't imagine why.
It was just there wasn't even like
Just a Tuesday for them, Joe.
exactly. It was honestly most of the day went by before I realized that it was the 4th of July because there was not a
Yeah.
single thing there.
Okay.
To
Well, around
reference
here
that.
it was like World War III.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going nuts until about 2:30 in the morning by my place.
So, for us, me and Chris did the beer mile on Saturday. 4 beers. You wouldn't think this, but 4 beers in 7 minutes.
got you feeling loose, baby.
Oh,
Got
especially
you
in
feel-
the morning.
Peter apologized.
No, it wasn't. It was.
Peter apologized to me at 1 o'clock in the night for the text message he was about to send me later on.
Oh yeah, I had to.
Wait, what time
No, it
was
was
that?
2.
We did ours at 3. We took off at
3 o'clock, whatever
3:20.
time it was.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we were tight.
See, I'm like, there's a 14-hour
Yeah.
difference. So I remember talking to you guys, and I'm like, wow, they must have just like continued on from the morning, and just carried that train going. No, this makes way more sense now. Okay.
So we go from there. We race back home. We bought a 6er. Me and Chris had 2 of them before we left. Just because
Had to.
So you are now 6 beers deep. At
5
this point.
beers deep.
5 beers deep.
4 in 7 minutes, and then 1 casual beer.
Got it.
Poor Lauren, our DD, she deserves a gold medal. She looks at me and Chris. She's like, "Hey, we're on the west side of Chicago, which is a little bit of a rougher area. I will let you guys go nuts as soon as we get into a little bit of safer area."
Oh, we were playing Pump It Up.
So immediately, me and Chris get in the car and say, "F that." Roll down the windows. Let's go! Dancing. She's like holding on to the steering, like I'm gonna die.
Laura's driving
Also-
like she's an IndyCar driver downtown Chicago right now.
We are tight. We get back to the apartment, get showered up, go from there to the Cubs game. Rain delay, 3 hours.
Oof.
Drinking like.
Hey, Joe, there was no bar. The bars do not close during the rain.
Yeah.
delay.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, so you're still drinking, baby.
Having a great time. 9 o'clock game comes on. Me and Chris say, "F this. Let's go to Carol's." South City Revival playing at Bub's
Oh,
at
wow.
Carol's. We get there. We probably are the drunkest people there for sure.
Oh, easily.
You guys were for sure. Yeah. When I got there.
Screaming at every song, just like "Let's go!" Just
Yeah.
hammered.
When I showed up and these guys are in rare form. I'm like, look at you, like, oh baby.
Chris,
Strap yourself in, baby.
we went to
Philly
then we went to
cheese.
Enjoy, then we went to Lottie's, and I think we left. I still think we left by like 1:30.
That was like 2.
Yeah, because we got home and I was in bed by like 3:30.
Okay, so yeah, tight is tight. Sunday, I don't think I looked at alcohol. Like I wasn't that hungover actually. We're fine.
The Lord
But-
bless us with a
Yes.
with a rain delay, with a rain right out on our golf tee.
So we got out
Oh,
of that.
thank God.
So and then Monday, July 3rd, worked a little bit, went up to Wisconsin, and had a couple of drinks up there. Came back, went to Illuminati Brewery, and just me and Chris got nice and I got nice. and
Peter
tight.
got
Chris,
nice and tight.
Chris was
took it
good.
easy.
Dude, this I got to bring some beers from there. They've got some pretty.
That
interesting-
Saison was pretty good.
They got some pretty interesting beers. there.
Saison?
Yeah.
I will say this.
Yeah, I did see that.
Didn't do much drinking on the trip except for like 1 or 2 nights, and it was
Probably,
very
probably,
much like
probably
one
aided
night.
to your weight loss as well, Joe.
Probably, yeah.
A little bit.
But that next day, post 4 a.m., I was like, if there was a place that served a Bloody Mary right now,
Oh,
I would kill someone to get it.
oh yeah.
I would kill someone to get it.
I'd be in Japan for the rest of my life.
Joe goes
I was
Sabard.
hurting so bad.
Do you have vodka? Yes. Do you have tomato juice? No.
I was just
Oh,
like,
son of a bitch.
oh man, yeah. Because even the beers were different there. They had the Asahi.
Chris, you want to go grab us some beers while you're at it?
I'll grab
I
it.
got it.
No, Joe, you're not done yet. You're not off the hot seat.
You haven't been on the podcast for months.
Oh, I know.
Months.
But man, yeah. So I just to give you a teaser,
Hey, bring him that what we had last week. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Good call.
think I bought 4 bottles of whiskey and 4 bottles of Japanese whiskey and 1 bottle of Japanese vodka.
Oh, nice.
So, and then a bunch of weird fucking candy. A bunch of weird candy.
Nice.
As Japanese, do you have a Japanese vodka before you
If
bought
I have to shove that in your mouth one more time.
I
I'm not
did
used to deep
not.
throwing things like you.
I did not. I haven't had any of these vodkas.
I wasn't sure if you tried it somewhere and then bought it. Was my question.
No. I just went shopping.
So you probably bought like the UV blue of Japan.
No. No, I went to I went to a good liquor store, and kind of in what I could. Dude, I used Google. I bought these SIM cards, and everything was working fine. And 2 days in, my phone goes, "Hey, you have an update that's available. You should update your phone." And I was like,
don't
okay,
do
cool.
it. Don't do it.
Boom. From that point on, my internet was spotty. The only time I connected was with Wi-Fi, either at the hotel or luckily, like Japan had Wi-Fi a lot of places.
Yeah.
Restaurants, buses.
So you just bought like
trains.
international SIM cards for like the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sarah had internet the entire time, and I had internet the entire time until I did this update and just completely fucked myself. Another weird thing, funny enough, was all cameras have to have a snapshot like noise, because I guess it's like pervy. People were taking a lot of upskirt photos.
Oh.
So this is totally a function across all cell phones in Japan. So as soon as we put these SIM cards in, both our phones started making audible
Like
noises from the phone. It was so interesting.
Yeah,
There's just like different
that's
things
insane,
that
yeah.
just happen that you're like, oh wow, didn't expect this, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just
definitely.
very interesting, coordinated things that
So our 4th of July, we went to.
Sorry.
No, you're good. No. Well, listen, I love hearing this. And I'm sure this is going to be great. But we went to the Chicago Dogs. Yeah,
in
Chicago,
Rosemont.
in Rosemont, and good Lord, Joe.
Oh wow, what was that like?
It was $11 ticket.
Yep.
So that makes it easier. But it was
Was this as
the
fun as the
longest-
Nashville one?
no.
Let me tell you,
Not
Joe,
nearly as
you could
nice.
tell the difference between the pros
Yeah.
and whatever that was.
It was 3.5. So it's Tuesday. We all got to work the next day. We get there at 6:30. We're at 9:30, and we're not. The game's not like the game could go in extra innings. And
It's 11 to 10 with
Yes.
with runners in scoring
the
position.
longest day of my life at this place.
So question, the game that we saw in Nashville,
Yep.
better performance-wise?
Oh,
from
that
these
was
guys?
AAA. That's way better.
That's like
Oh,
that's like
way
next
better.
step to.
So you're just below minor leagues in this team?
These are like independent minor leagues.
Oh, so this is
not
just
affiliated
like
with
Yeah.
MLB.
nothing.
But
Okay.
no, in the game we saw, they are a step below the MLB.
Yeah.
Yeah. These
Yeah, yeah.
guys
These
are.
guys are like
Yeah,
they-
I mean, some
they're
of the
some
guys you
above.
were
They're
talking
like
about
they're
is
like
just-
college level probably. They're like the rejects of college probably.
Got it. Okay.
So it just went on and on and on.
It's just
and
there's
on.
defense is not crisp, pitching not crisp.
Oh,
Hit, when
Thank you,
people get
Chris.
hits, it's like kind of ridiculous. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Oh, I did see this one pop up, and I was like, holy shit.
yep.
Yeah.
Would like to hear your thoughts on it. when you-
Seeing this is the reason I got weird candy.
yeah.
I bought candy. Me and Sarah one night bought candy, and I had something that was so fucking gross. I was like, I have to bring this on the podcast, and
Great.
and I was like, well, no, I was like, oh, that was gross. And then I saw Sunny D, and I was like, oh, I should go back and buy that candy. And 100% went back to buy it because of this can. I'm so interested to try this.
Yep.
The Sunny D vodka seltzer.
Yep. Last week, check it out.
still smells awful. I
Episode
don't know what that
140.
kid did.
What?
It still smells awful.
Yeah, I don't know what that. It smells. So I don't know if you're getting that at all.
I don't know.
It
I don't know if
smells
it's- maybe
terrible out here.
I think that might be some.
No, it's somebody cooking that way. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're cooking, but
I'm getting whiffs of it every
yeah,
2
it's,
minutes
it's
here.
so garbage. So
we
check
need a-
out episode 143 to see our thoughts on the Sunny D seltzer. Check us out at Podcast S&P for Instagram and Twitter.
Oh,
Hit that like and subscribe. We're up 6 new subscribers this week.
6.
Don't get on the bandwagon
You
late.
need 2 fingers to count, or 2 hands to count on that one.
Nice
Just
to
go
meet you.
5,
My name is
6.
Joe.
You haven't seen me yet, but
Yeah, you haven't seen
I'll be
me
in a
yet.
lot of shorts soon.
Yeah.
They thought he was.
Nice.
They thought he was an Asian
We need
guy
a
for few
refill on
weeks.
the Coors Light machine, by the way.
Okay.
I've got
down to 2.
Okay.
I've got a case of 12 at my place
Jackpot.
that I just have. I bought it for whenever you guys were coming over, and then we never had it, and maybe the night we went to like Tiesto or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. That's what it was.
We should have drank
We
more
all
of that.
died.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, if you start to get a little warm, let us know. We can.
I was appreciative of you giving me the break to go.
Oh,
downstairs.
that was also why I was trying to get the fuck out of here. I'm baking in this sun right now.
I mean,
wasn't out
when we
first
started.
came out.
I know I put the umbrellas up.
In the mic, my friend.
We started this podcast. There was no sun.
No, it was
Oh,
not.
I know there wasn't. When I sat down, I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a cool, chill day."
Yeah,
And then like 10 minutes in, it got
And honestly, it's still only 70 degrees, so it's cool in the air. It's just that we're like the
directly in the sun.
Yeah.
that wind needs to stop. Whatever that smell is.
It keeps picking up, and
I
it's
know.
not good.
It's so bad.
It's not even like burnt food. It's like burnt.
Heads up, Mr. Hamilton is putting his name in for us.
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
So we have.
We'll send you some pictures, Pat.
We
I've been there several times. I'm okay.
We'll send you some pictures.
I think I like this.
I didn't think it was, but it's not Sunny D.
I would drink this again. No, not
It's
Sunny
not
D.
sunny.
at all.
It's not the taste of Sunny D. That's where our issue
Yeah.
is.
But it's like a sweet vodka seltzer that I would drink. You know what though? I'll be honest.
Guess how much those were, by the way. Sorry to cut you off.
How much they were worth?
So yeah, how much for 4?
How much would you pay for that?
Yeah,
Oh,
How much? No, how much do you think they are, and how much you paid for it? Different.
it's a good call, Pat.
I would put this at a little more than a case of 6 of the.
They come in case of 4 for the record, Joe.
Yeah.
Yep. Not if you had let me finish my sentence. You would
No,
have
we're
seen
not gonna
I
let
was
you
about
finish
to
your
say
Just on the-
something completely different there, Pat. But I appreciate your interjection. Yes, I really missed it. I really missed
I love it. I love it. We've missed
He
it.
was so used to polite
Oh,
people.
he's so
Pat,
back.
he comes in and Pat's
Back.
just fucking on him all day. Love it.
It only took 40 minutes for the old Joe to come back, baby.
Welcome back to America, Joe.
I missed America. I don't mean it in a bad way. I don't know how to say this like the right way. I missed America. There is a comfort here of just knowing how it's not even like America. It's just home. It's just home.
Joe's happier with the toilets here and everything.
Oh
you know?
no, the toilets there fucking beat the shit out of the toilets here. Every toilet. There's only 2
The 3
toilets.
shells. He doesn't know what to do.
There's only 2 toilets I went to
I'm still trying to figure out the 3 shells.
that were like, it was like a public stall in a park. Every other toilet had a bidet. It was amazing. But sorry, to go back, I would guess for a 4-pack of these, maybe like $4 more than a 6-pack of White Claw.
I don't know how much a 6-pack of White Claw is, to be honest.
I
I
don't-
think it's like
yeah.
somewhere between like, I think like $9 and $15
Yeah.
depending on where you get
So
it.
this was $10 for 4, which is
Oh wow, that's
So
not
on
bad
par
at
with like
all.
a high nooner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would have thought it would have been more only because
of the nostalgia.
yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a normal thing every time or if this is this like a one-off that they're doing. For
I gotta
a little
imagine
Maybe
do.
they'll do a
seasonal
variety
trend.
pack where
Probably
they get,
depends on the sales.
They do have a new Mountain Dew Baja Blast hard alcohol.
But it's
mixer.
No.
nothing like Sunny D.
No,
Didn't we
nothing
try
else.
the
No, we
Baja
did the
Blast
regular
one?
ones, not the.
There's like what Peter's saying is they
There's
got
a new
like-
tropical Baja just flavor pack
Okay.
that I'm gonna get for you guys because I love you.
Can't wait for that.
Oh
one.
baby,
There was
can't wait for Monster to come out with more flavors.
What day is that going to be?
I will be sick.
in Japan there was this thing called a Suntory whiskey highball, and I was like, "Ooh, what is this?" Everybody's drinking this. It's like the thing that a lot of people got in restaurants.
Get your high and tight, Chris.
It's whiskey with some sort of soda, and it is the most god-awful thing on this planet. And I thought about buying it and bringing it back, but I didn't want to spend the money on such trash and then add it to the shipping cost to like get it back here.
Fair
It
enough.
was
What is the cost of shipping something back here, anyways?
so we shipped a 15 kilogram weighted box that was probably like 2.5 feet by a foot. Of just like stuff that we bought in Japan, and then some clothes that we had worn, because we had to take a few of these like tiny planes to go to these islands, and so we had to like lighten our suitcases anyway. So that was like about $140 to ship from where we were in Kyoto to Chicago, and that was, I don't know how many days ago, maybe 7 days ago, and it's gonna arrive hopefully in the next few days.
Oh, nice. That doesn't sound too bad at all.
Honestly,
nice.
Joe, it can cost more to send stuff to Alaska.
It would have been more expensive any other way. The only other way we could have done it is like another suitcase, and then we would have just paid more than that even in cost to like include it in the planes.
Every
and
trip,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
How we doing, Chris?
49 minutes.
Oh, okay, great.
I thought it was dead there for a second because it was in the sun.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't read the thing. I'm like, oh god.
Okay, so I have a couple topics. Just one thing I wanted to throw out there. Did you guys see what happened with? I can't say his name, but the NBA
Victor Wembanyama.
and Britney Spears.
Did I say his name?
Oh yeah, I
know.
did see this.
They
actually.
were pronounced. They have like 4 different ways of pronouncing it. I'm just
I heard. I read it. I saw a highlight. I saw the caption. I was like, yeah, I don't care. I moved on.
It's pretty hilarious.
That's what. Yeah.
So Britney Spears. So he's in Vegas. He wasn't supposed to be in Vegas. They decided to have him play in Vegas this week. I think they just did so it wasn't overly crowded for him. This dude is huge, by the way.
Yeah, he
I
is.
saw some highlights of his game.
7'7" or
He looks like
something,
he's
isn't
got a bit of like a hunch though.
I don't know.
This dude is like tall and skinny. He
Yeah.
looks like a strong wind is gonna snap him in
He's
half.
like 7'4" and he's got like an 8-foot wingspan.
He makes Tim Duncan and David Robinson look small. And I know they've gotten older, and they've probably gotten a little bit shorter, but he towers over
I
them
put my
right
money
now.
on Tim Duck. He's got that.
He's
girth.
just so skinny too.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is, but
Yeah,
he's
they're
only
work-
not
yeah.
18 years
Yeah,
old. So
so-
That's
yeah.
I heard though, like a big thing with guys that big is like foot injuries, and they
Oh,
have
yeah.
him doing
Yes.
all sorts of like he's on an all natural food diet. They've got him doing hour-long stretch warm-ups before games.
I mean, he was
stuff.
stretching in the tunnel, man. I mean, he's doing all these like things that me and Peter would probably break our back trying to do.
Yeah, it's. I mean, some of the things that I saw him doing too were like that would be impressive for a normal sized
Yes.
human being, let alone a dude
Oh,
of
yeah.
his nature.
7'4". So he's walking in Vegas, going to dinner, just normal, trying to go to dinner. And a small bit of a crowd started to pull up, and because they wanted to try to get pictures with him. And Britney Spears out of nowhere taps him on the shoulder, kind of like gets through the crowd, tries to tap him on the shoulder, kind of like he said he grabbed her. In the video, it doesn't show her grabbing him. And he has been told by the Spurs, anybody, like if you're
The security team and everybody.
yes, just go. Don't look back. Don't say anything. Just go. Get to your spot. Get safe. Security guard doesn't look back either, and just sees that somebody's trying to tap and whack him, pushes that person, and it happened to be Britney Spears. Her arm flies back and slaps her in the face. Slaps herself. Not sure if it was his arm, her arm. Her glasses fall. She said that she fell. She didn't fall, of course, and she was pissed as shit. Like the rest, she could tell she was super pissed.
She got treated like a normal human being.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
kinda
And-
crazy, anyways.
And
Oh, God.
and people are talking about how he needs to apologize. And it is grinding my gear to no end.
I don't understand why he needs to apologize. I've read further into it, like the police department reviewed it, and it wasn't like even her security team came out and was like, nobody smacked anybody away. Like they just kind of brushed her hand away, and she hit her.
I
own
think there's a
face.
video of it somewhere.
There,
Yeah, there
it
is.
supposedly
Yeah, yeah.
is, but like her security team came out and said like, and like the security guard that like kind of did it came up to her and apologized afterwards. And like I don't understand why this guy has to do anything. He's following the rules
Yeah,
that he
it
was
wasn't-
set. Yeah.
From what I
And
didn't
also, he
see
didn't
a-
slap her, so what does he care?
I didn't see a video. All I heard were like I read a couple articles on it, and it just seems like everybody's description was just passing through a crowd, the kind of thing that would happen to anyone. Somebody puts their arm out, they deflect it or push
Yep.
it away, and either they slapped her or not. I used the word slap, but like hand got put in face in some manner. Either her hand bouncing off of this guy,
Yep.
or the security's hand like hitting her in, pushing her in the face, whatever it is, making way through a crowd, the kind of thing that would happen when you're in a crowd, and it just continued on. There was no like,
Yeah.
big thing of it.
No.
It wasn't a huge gesture. in
And
any
she
manner.
made this huge thing about this because but here's the thing. Any other woman in the world, nobody would give two anythings about. But since it's Britney Spears, we have to make this big
I'm assuming
commotion about
some
it.
other famous one would be the same deal.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, you're right. Any other famous person would have been a big deal.
Yeah.
Or it would have been made a big deal depending on who made the big deal. She made it a deal because she went to Instagram and cried about it. And it just pisses me off that any normal human being, that would have been okay. Like, hey, don't go near this dude. Like, just let him
Yeah.
enjoy a meal. She also, being a superstar forever, should kind of get the idea, like, hey, he's just come into fame. Like, maybe if you want a picture with him, have your team reach out to his team.
Exactly.
Not trying to be a dick either, but like her of all people should know, being in a crowd, dealing with crazy people. I mean, she dealt with it more than
Yes, exactly.
She's also a
in
little
the
crazy, let's
world.
be honest.
Yes.
That's an
But it
understatement.
was like, she should know. Yeah, it's so
It
silly.
should not be an issue. The thing is,
It is. It's a non-issue.
It
It's
should-
a
yeah.
real non-issue.
Yeah.
But it's
But I
being
was listening
made
to the
into-
radio yesterday, and they're like, he should come out and just apologize and take pictures with her and put it, and blah blah. I'm like, why does this man have to do that? Like,
I mean, I've been slapped by Peter 5 times in our car this week in the head. He hasn't apologized once yet. I'm still waiting for that. Come on now.
Our car's too tight.
I like Chris. Your two-tone is evened out nicely.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it went away. There was a nice two-tone there on 4th of July, Joe, where like I had a bandana on, and you could see the lines.
It was not good.
I did not put that on the Instagram.
Crisp line though, very crisp line.
So I got a lot of sun, but then the last few days we were on a beach. I am so red. I have like a line of red up to here. From here to my waist, like upper thigh to waist is pasty white. From everything else is so burnt red. My arms are just a little more tan because they were in the sun a long time. But my body is so red underneath this, it's unreal.
That's funny.
I've been scratching my back like
I'm
like the burn is going away, but now it's starting to turn itchy.
Dude, so I on the week the Burger Wallen concert, we drove up to Indianapolis. And I left. We're having a good drive, listening to some good music. Got my arm out the window. The breeze is hitting it, so I'm not really feeling the sun.
Yep.
Complete burn.
Yep.
And that, when it peeled over, holy sweet Jesus.
Yep.
That itch is unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Oh, baby.
That's the rodeo. Let's get some good feel good stories. Joe needs to feel good about his life. Pat Lynch looking happy. Pat, how excited are you for day 2? How was day 1? Let me get a quick synopsis on day 1, Dave Matthews.
Did he play any of his own songs?
He did play a few.
Did he?
Did some covers too,
good.
though. It's my 17th show.
Tonight or last
night was the 17th one.
So next year when you get to 20, does he give you like a blowjob or something?
I just saw that it's Trina's 16th show. Was it yesterday?
She's one behind me, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So I would say it was probably one of the better shows that I've seen of him.
Oh, really? Nice.
Really?
The rain didn't deter?
It only drizzled for like a good 5 minutes.
So you didn't get the real chocolate rain.
Also, did not as we're leaving, and this would have been, I would have been eating these words for a long time. It was like, she's like, should we bring ponchos? I'm like, look at my brother. I'm like, no, it's not going to rain. We don't need them. Get there, and it's like 100% chance of rain at 8 p.m. I'm like, mother. I'm going to eat these words for years from now.
Where was it at?
Northern
Island.
Okay.
So there's no cover. If it rains, you're getting rained on.
Yeah, there's nowhere.
So it drizzled for like a little bit, but it never really actually rained there. It came north of it, so it was nice.
And so now you're going to another show tonight.
Yep.
How were the songs? Like, how was the catalog last night? Was it good?
It was pretty varied. It was pretty varied. Like a lot of, some smaller stuff, some newer stuff. See, the thing is, like, he's not going to play the same. He will not play any of the same songs yesterday as he played tonight.
Okay.
So, like, it's completely two different
So
shows.
he knows this because he's seen them 17 times.
Well, that's their
18 after tonight.
That's their thing. Is like they play different. They play different sets every night.
Is this like rehab where you get like a coin? So you like every year you get a new.
Pat, he's only got so many songs, right?
Listen, he makes it to 20 next year. He gets a handy in the portalette.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, does he
50 and then in the world?
Well, they've been around since the early 90s. They've got 7 albums, 8 albums.
Do you have all the albums?
What's his most recent? When was the release of his most recent album?
2015
in May
of this year.
Yeah.
And is he playing his new stuff? Is he playing his old
stuff? He mixed. Last time he played 4 of the 18 songs. I think it was like 4 new ones.
Do you go up to the stage when he plays his new one and say no new crap?
I wasn't close enough last night, but
I did see. I saw.
If I'm close up tonight, I'll get up there and let you know.
I was going to let you know. I was going to say, like, Pat's usually like pretty much getting ball sweat on his forehead from how close he is. Yesterday it was not so good for you.
Yeah, it was. You kind of roll the dice in the ticket selection. You kind of get what they give you. So that was where I got last night, but tonight I can be close.
Okay. I thought it was general admission. You couldn't just run up there.
No, there's general admission for the pit in the front, but the rest is seats behind it.
Oh, so you did seats?
So that's why I got. Like, you put a request in, and depending on the demand of the other people, and it's like a random lottery.
Got it.
There are very few things I've done 17 times in my life.
And there's something I've done 17 times today.
Yeah,
but like.
I'm thinking about 17 P's today.
Movie 17 times. Like, there's not a single movie I've watched 17 times. I can't, like, an event that I've done 17.
Nope.
I mean, I've done country concerts, right? Like, I've done concerts of other people.
I think Luke Bryan may be the guy that I've seen the most. And that's going to be like the 4th time.
No, it might be the 5th. No.
Yeah.
We saw him twice at Wrigley.
I looked at that.
You're right.
I looked at that lineup, by the way. I'm like, I don't know any of these fucking people besides Luke Bryan.
Have you ever gone to a show and just gone, was it worth it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The one we went to on 4th
Yes,
of July
the 4th
weekend
of
with
July.
you at Northern the Island. We saw like
What was the other one?
Muse and
I think Joe meant specifically for me for Dave Matthews. I think was his question, right?
Well, yes, that was but
we
that
saw
was-
like some
yeah. But
I
I was thinking like for Pat for Dave Matthews. You always.
There was one show where like
I mean, we only see these guys one time, so of course it could be a crapshoot. You know.
Yeah.
there was one show that was a very odd set list that I wasn't super thrilled about.
Okay. All right. So
Booty and the Blowfish came on, and Pat's like, "What the hell is this crap?"
I've seen them live; they're not very good.
feel good stories. All right. So in remembrance to Joe's Japan trip, world's first tooth regrowth medicine moves toward clinical trials in Japan.
Oh, nice.
Whoa,
That's pretty cool.
interesting.
Indian man quits tech job and becomes an environmentalist and turns infamous dump into green oasis.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. I like this one. 10,000 bricks were built with built-in bird homes installed in UK homes to give nest holes to swifts. And swift is like kind of like
nice.
a pigeon thing.
yeah.
Taking care of the environment.
Let's see here. I did see one. Well, this is kind of sad. But I'm going to bed and I was looking at Yahoo, and this one kind of a real tearjerker right before you go to bed.
A real tearjerker.
So in Texas, this 10-year-old kid, which is kind of going around and asking, he would go and knock on doors and ask if any kids were home, like if and this is a 10-year-old boy, asked if there was any young kids around his age that he could be friends with because he really needed friends badly. And this one couple was so taken back by it and they're like, hey, there's some kids down this way, and he's like, well, they kind of bully me, so I'm just looking for some new friends,
Jesus Christ!
Oh, dude! And
Wow, there's a real one.
Oh, bro!
Wait,
And
is this
I
gonna
hope
get sad?
let's get a nice punchline on this
well,
one.
it does. They set up a GoFundMe that they stopped it at $37,000, and the family and they're giving it to the family to give to the kid, and the kid's gonna get some new clothes. Gonna get some new clothes, get a new play system stuff for him, and they're gonna have a day at one of the amusement parks, and he's gonna bring some new friends.
Oh, hell yes.
But this poor kid looked like the kid from Bad Santa. I was like, Jesus
Oh.
Christ!
Oh, like the
I couldn't
fat-
go to bed.
the
It
fat
literally,
kid?
it literally took me 10 minutes to be like, all right, Peter. Now
Beer's like trying to figure out a way to get on that GoFundMe, and
I'm like,
Here's a silver lining though. I mean, the fact that this kid actually went around looking,
Yes.
as
Yeah.
opposed to just. I mean, it is a awful
Horrendous.
place to be in.
yeah. And the other thing is, thank God there are some people who will. God, I'm not gonna lie. If I see some 10-year-old kid coming to my door, I'm not answering it. These people do the ring door because he tried it once and he got chickened out and walked away, and then he tried it again, and they talked to him. And thank God these people talked to him and tried to just see what was going on, and realized he was just a harmless kid who's looking like he's just having a bad time. And we just got the cutoff moment from Dave Matthews, second in command. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. This smell out here, I wish there was smell of
yeah, we
vision.
have to
This
smell
is-
of
but
vision.
we suck it out for
I don't
you,
smell it anymore right now. It's gone.
it's come up every once in a while.
Joe. It's
I smell an ass whooping if we don't end this podcast.
oh yeah, Joe. Thank you for coming back. We miss you.
Hey.
This is a great podcast.
So happy to be back.
Enjoy yourself. Have a great weekend. This will be out Monday. Hit that like, subscribe.
Ring the bell and leave a comment for Joe. Bye.